Alright, let's talk about something that's been buzzing in the NFL world lately: training camp drama, and the quiet revolution happening on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster. Now, I know what you're thinking: training camp. Isn't that just players sweating in pads and coaches yelling? But no, folks. This is where legends are born, where underdogs get their moment, and where teams either rise or fall. And right now, two names are stealing the spotlight: Broderick Jones and Drew Allar. But here's the kicker: these aren't your typical breakout stars. They're the ones who've been quietly grinding, waiting for their shot, and now they're making noise under the lights. Let me break this down. Broderick Jones, now, I'm not gonna lie, his name didn't scream NFL star to me last season. But here's what's fascinating: he's not just a player who's improved. He's evolved. Think about it. How many guys in the league can say they've transformed from a third stringer to someone the coaching staff is actually excited about? Jones isn't just catching passes, he's redefining what it means to be a reliable target in the modern passing game. And the way he's handling the ball, it's like he's been studying highlight reels for years. Personally, I think this is the kind of growth that happens when a player stops trying to prove himself and starts trusting the process. What makes this really interesting is how it reflects a bigger trend in the league. Teams are starting to value adaptability over raw talent. Jones isn't the fastest or the strongest, but he's smart, he's consistent, and he's learning how to read defenses like a chess master. That's not just skill, it's mindset. Now, let's talk about Drew Allar. Oh boy, this one's a roller coaster. Last season, he was the guy who had everyone's hopes pinned on him, and then, well, let's just say he didn't quite live up to the hype. But here's the thing: when you're a quarterback in the NFL, one bad season doesn't define you. It defines your resilience. Allar's training camp performance: it's like watching a phoenix rise. He's not just throwing better, he's throwing with confidence. And confidence, my friends, is contagious. What many people don't realize is that quarterbacks who bounce back from setbacks often become the most dangerous players in the league. Why? Because they've got something to prove. They are not just playing for wins, they are playing for redemption. From my perspective, Allar's journey is a masterclass in how to handle pressure. If you take a step back and think about it, how many young QBs would have folded under the weight of expectations? Allar's not just bouncing back, he's rewriting the narrative. This raises a deeper question: what if the real story isn't about the players who dominate from day one, but the ones who claw their way back after falling flat? But here's the real kicker: this isn't just about Jones and Allar. It's about the Steelers' entire approach to building a team. They're not just relying on star power, they're investing in players who can grow. And that's a bold move in a league that often prioritizes flash over fundamentals. A detail I find fascinating is how this mirrors the broader shift in sports toward long-term development. Teams are realizing that sustainable success isn't built on one-off miracles, it's built on consistency, culture, and the willingness to bet on people who've proven they can adapt. What this really suggests is that the NFL is entering a new era where mental toughness and work ethic might matter more than ever. And if that's the case, then Jones and Allar aren't just saving their season, they are potentially changing the game. So, what does this mean for the Steelers? Well, if these two keep this up, they're not just helping the team win games, they're setting a new standard for what it means to be a Steeler. And that's the kind of story that's worth watching. Because at the end of the day, football isn't just about talent. It's about heart. And if there's one thing we've learned from Jones and Allar, it's that heart can turn the tide in the most unexpected ways.